Welcome back. It's 9:41. Listen, if you've lived in Atlanta for more than a decade, you probably remember the Ebony Fashion Fair Model Showcase. That's where African-American models shredded their stuff out on the runways. Well, you fast forward to 2023, and the Delta Sigma Theta sorority is bringing the fashion show back. Andrea Morgan is the president of Delta Sigma Theta Atlanta's alumni chapter, and Monica Polo-Slanka is a former fashion model. Both of them are here with us today to talk more about this event coming up. And you're going to be walking the runway in a way with your daughter. It's kind of a full circle moment for you.
It's totally full circle. And ironically, she said to me, "Mom, I'm doing the show on Sunday." And I said, "Well, what show is it?" And she goes, I said, "I'm walking in one too." And
and
literally,
you didn't realize it was
we
the
did
same
not realize.
show.
She said, "And they're doing something with Ebony Fashion Fair." I was like, "Corinne Malia, that would be the show I'm walking in."
The same one, the same one. Andrea, tell us about this, because really what you all are doing is you're raising money for a scholarship, but you're also honoring these models.
Absolutely. Atlanta Alumni Chapter is 99 years old this year. And so next year for our centennial, we want to increase our scholarships. And we thought, what better way to do that than to honor our past?
Right.
We're honoring the Ebony Fashion Fair models from before, and we're also going to focus on our present and the promise of another 100 years of scholarship, service, and sisterhood here in Atlanta.
Talk about that, because, you know, I have friends who have daughters that are now in the sorority, and, you know, it is a sisterhood.
It is. It is absolutely a sisterhood.
What's so special about it?
The fact that primarily our work is in social action. So we do all that we can to, we send children to college. Our very first Ebony Fashion Fair was held in Morehouse's gym 50 years ago.
Right.
So we've sent hundreds of students to college through this event. So as we move forward for the next 100 years, we said, why not just go back and do an event that was so successful for us in the past.
Right.
And we decided to do this fashion show.
And for you, what's exciting and fun about, you know, when you look back, you go, oh my gosh, I did that. And now
it's a
I'm
legacy.
doing it again.
It really is a legacy. And there is, between the two, Delta and Ebony Fashion Fair, I would say this is a long-term relationship where they have always hosted and done the fundraising, because that's what Ebony Fashion Fair, the legacy is.
Right.
It was all for fundraising, and it became the longest running African American show from 1958 to 2009. And it's just, I get the tingles, right? Because it's like, wow. And then this has also jump-started that all of the models now are in contact again. And are you coming in town?
How fun has that been?
It's like a reunion.
Have you sort of disconnected from a lot of them and now reconnected?
And you know, social media will have you thinking that you're still in contact with everyone, but this is actually, people are coming in town. You know, we're gonna all get together, and we haven't had a reunion since 2015, I think, is when our last reunion was. And so here we are again. Time has passed, almost 10 years, and we're coming back together. And it's just very nice to see all the ladies and the men, because we have the men.
And they call and say, we're so excited we can't sleep.
Any advice for your daughter? Are you giving her advice about how to walk that runway?
She is so, I think this is the first time I've seen her nervous already, because she has big shoes to fill, because she knows the background. And then one of my good friends, Tanika, is also in the show with her husband, Ronell. They were on tour together, got married, so they have a whole story, right? And Corinne's like, Mom, they walk really, really well. I think I'm really nervous. So that was just last night.
It's a performance.
It is
a
performance. But, you know, a 100-year legacy is quite something. So as you look forward, what is your goal moving forward?
Well, we just like to increase everything that we've done. We think we've been impactful. We work with food insecurity here. We're working with City Council on reparations for Black Atlantans. So it's just a vast, so much work that we do in the city that we want to make sure that we stay viable, that we continue to do this work, and to help, especially with scholarships. So next year, we're doing scholarships now at a rate of about $50,000. So maybe we'll be able to do 100 for 100 years.
Okay.
So we don't know. We'll just see what happens.
That's a good goal.
Yeah.
And tickets still available? People can still attend, right?
They may buy tickets on Ticketmaster. The event is on Sunday,
Okay.
the 16th at 4 o'clock at Atlanta Symphony Hall.
Very good. And we put a link, by the way, to all of that information on atlantanewsfirst.com.
Great.
All right. Thank you
That's
both,
great.
ladies,
Can't
for
wait
being
to see
here.
Thank you so much. It was a
Appreciate